even more by the end of today. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall on our mat. Bring those toes towards your nose. And then point those toes away. Bring those toes towards your nose. And point those toes away. Really make those ankles move the same. Take the legs to the left. And then take the feet to the right. Swing them left. Swing them right. Circles with your feet one way. And then circles the other way. And then slide your hands further forwards and let those feet relax. Soften your knees, pull your tummy onto your thighs. And pull your chest down towards your knees. And then push your right knee down towards straight. And push that left knee down straighter. And push both knees down. And reach those hands forwards and stretch through those armpits. And then sit yourselves up vertically. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Roll those up to the ears up, those shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Put your fists on the floor. Push the chest forward. Push the tummy forward as well. Come onto that middle bottom. Reach that head up to the sky. So we're lengthening the body, pulling the shoulders down. Good, pulling those shoulders down. And then push off those hands. Lift the bottom up off the floor, but not pushing it forward by pushing the head up to the sky. So we're lengthening, we're using those shoulders, and then release down onto that middle bottom. Hands on the legs, roll them forwards again. Reaching, see if you can put your hands around the bottom of your feet. Soften your knees, pull yourself forwards. And then sit up nice and tall again. Put the left hand on the right knee, right behind, and turn. Big breath in, big breath out. And then come back to center, right hand on the left knee, left hand behind, and turn the other way. Pulling that left shoulder back, breathing in, breathing out. Bring those hands straight up in the air, breathing in, and on the out breath, roll all the way down to flat. All the way down. Take those arms all the way over your head. Push your fingers away from your toes. Take hold of your wrist, your right wrist in your left hand, and pull it all the way over to the left-hand side of the mat. Walk the feet to the left as well. Just lift your bum up and drop it to the right, and really stretch like a banana on the mat. Push the right hand away, push the right foot away. And then release, come back to center. Lift the bum to the left side of the mat. Take the head and the arms to the right and the feet to the right. Breathing in. On the out breath, push that left hand away, push that left foot away. Breathing in, breathing out, reaching and stretching. And then bring yourself back to center. Breathing in, on the out breath, take those arms all the way up into the sky, chin into the chest and roll yourself all the way up. Reach towards those feet, let that head come down. And then breathing in, sit yourself up. Grab your roller. Pop it across the mat behind. Bend your knees, feet flat on the floor. And we're just going to lean back onto those lower ribs. Breathing in. Breathing out, open all the way over that roller. Head down to the floor. Bum on the floor. Push that breastbone up. Flare those ribs out. Take those arms all the way over the head. Reach onto the floor behind your head. Pushing the breastbone up, and then bring those arms all the way back up to the sky and onto the roller. Lift your head up, bring yourself back up, and move the roller up a little bit. Breathing in. On the out breath, take that head down to the floor. Put those hands on the floor above your head and stretch them away. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring those hands back, pop them behind your head, lift your head up. Breathing in. Move the roller up a little bit further. Breathing out, lower yourself back over the roller. Let your head relax. Feel some traction in the neck. Hold on to the head and stretch it towards the floor. Push those ribs up, push the tailbone down into the ground. Take the palms of the hands together. Push them over your head, holding your fingers, and push those hands away together. Reaching, stretching through those armpits. Bring the hands back, take hold of the head, pick it up. And then move the roller one more time up to the shoulders. Breathing in and on the out breath, relaxing. Let that head come down, let it come down onto the floor. Palms together, fingertips on the ground. Push those hands away. Push those hands away, reaching and stretching. Lift those ribs up high. Push the tailbone down into the floor. Bring the hands back. Take behind the head and lift that up. Bring that roller back into the middle of your back. Take hold of your head in your hands. And then just roll the roller from the top ribs down to the bottom ribs. All the way up, all the way down. Leaning over onto that left-hand side, mobilizing the ribs where they join into the spine, the facet joints. Leaning over just a little bit onto those ribs. Go all the way over onto that left-hand side and travel that roller from the bottom ribs up through the armpits. All the way up, all the way down, then travel the body back onto the back. Smoothly rolling all the way over. So we end up back on our back. Take hold of the head if you need. Try to lengthen the neck. Try to keep the stretch going in the front of the body. All the way up, all the way down, and then going over onto that right-hand side. You can support the head in the hands a little bit if you need. Onto the right, and then gradually go all the way over onto that right-hand side, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, and then traveling back, up and down the outside edge through that armpit, up and down that shoulder, and then all the way back onto the back again. And then pop your bum on the floor, lift yourself up, slide that roller in towards the bottom and sit on it. We're just going to do a quick lower body. So rolling on that bum, rolling on the bum on the right side, and then rolling on the bum on the left side. So just do 2 or 3 up through there. And then coming back onto that right side. Actually, no, go so that you're square to it, legs out straight, and we'll come all the way to full length. So do the hamstrings, turn the toes outward, and then turn the toes inward. Lift your right leg onto your left leg, and keep that leg turning in, and then turn that leg all the way over. And then continue to go all the way over onto your side so that you do the iliotibial band. Down the outside of the leg, keep the roller moving, go up into the hip, up at the top. So this is your tension fascia lata, Sarah, in the ITB attachment and a bit at the back. And then over so that we do the hip flexor at the front. And then all the way down the quad, all the way down to the knee, all the way up, all the way down. And then have both legs on the roller. Turn your toes out so that you have the inner thigh. And then come all the way onto the other leg. So we're going through the front of the leg, rolling over onto the side. Full length, getting the flow through there. Full length up, full length down. And then over onto the side. And then gradually over onto the back. Onto the back of our legs. And then just crossing that leg over. Just going up, actually just go up into the hip and just go back onto the side of the hip and a bit onto the front of the hip in those hip flexors. And then go back onto the back. So we've done all of the leg, all of the way around. Pop your bottom on the mat when you've done all the way around. Good. So basically we give ourselves a quick massage. Good. Do you want to do the calves as well? So let's just keep the roller across the mat And we'll just do those calf muscles. So it doesn't feel like, it feels quick, but you don't really need to do loads. You just need to get the circulation going. So turning those feet both to face the left, turning them both up in the sky, and then both to face the right. And then you can rest that down and pop the roller out of the way. So getting that blood flow going in those legs. So sitting up nice and tall, again, pointing those toes away, slide those hands down towards the feet. Push those knees down into the floor, pull that body forwards. Breathing in, breathing out. Sit yourself up nice and tall, roll the shoulders up to the ears, pull them down. Put your hands about a foot behind you, fingertips pointing towards the bum. Bend those elbows, pull those elbows together. Open that chest, feel the body sagging. Lift that body up so it stops sagging. Pull the chest up to the sky. Push the breastbone forward with the shoulders, straighten those arms. Breathing in, on the out breath, lengthen and straighten those arms. Pull the toes to your nose, push those knees into the floor. Really lift that breastbone up, pull forwards onto your front bottom so you're arching your back. Up to the sky with those arms straight, feel the stretch in the wrist, feel the stretch in the elbow, feel the stretch in the shoulder. Push off your fingers, come forwards to your hands under your legs and roll yourself down, stretching through that back again. Breathing in, breathing out. Bringing yourself up nice and tall. Left hand on right knee, right hand behind and turn. And then come the other way, right hand on the left knee, left hand behind and turn that way. Breathing in, breathing out. Come back to center. Bring those arms up to horizontal. Breathing in and on the out breath, collapse the back and roll all the way down to the floor. All the way down to the ground. Bring those arms all the way over your head. Reach your fingers away from your toes and then take the hands to the sky. Bring the right knee in towards the body. Pull that knee up towards the armpit. Push that foot down towards the bum. Pulling that knee up. Breathing in, breathing out. Pull that left knee in. Straighten that right leg away. Pull that left knee hard up to the armpit. Move the head around, stretch the neck. Pull that left foot down towards the bum, only a bit, don't compromise the knee coming up. And then pull that right knee back in. Push the tailbone down to the floor, pull those knees up towards the armpits. Feel the restriction is the joint. Pull those shoulders down towards the waist, lengthen that neck. Turn the head to the left, turning the ear to the floor. Keep these knees pulled up, turn the head to the sky, turn the head to the right, taking that ear to the floor, lengthening the body, lengthening the neck and the spine. Keep the tailbone down so there's a lift in the lower back. Make sure those bring the eyes to the sky, roll those shoulders up to the ears, pull them down, get all the ribs on the ground and lifting that lower back. Now flatten that lower back and lift the tailbone up off the floor. Keep the shoulders down, release the spine. Let go of the left leg, send it away, pull that right leg up and in. Pull that right leg over your body, push that right hand away, right ears to the floor, breathing in, breathing out. Push that left leg away, push that right hand away, push that right knee away. Follow the knee with the hip, follow the hand with the shoulder. Stretch through that body, breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Roll over onto this left-hand side. Take hold of this right foot in the right hand. Roll the shoulder up to the ear, down and back. Draw the core in so that your tummy button, breastbone and pubic bone are in a line. Pull that knee behind you. And then push that foot into the hand. Breathing in, breathing out. Push that foot into the hand. Extending that foot and hand behind you. Breathing in, breathing out. Release that foot, roll back onto your back, bring that knee in towards your armpits. turn this foot, grab the foot, pull it up towards you, push with your elbow, pushing that thigh away. Pull the foot towards, push the thigh away. Pull the leg across the body, keeping those shoulders down and back, breathing in, lengthen that left leg, breathing out. Push that, put the right hand on the right knee, and then push the right knee into the right hand without letting it move. Release that push and turn that leg further. Cradle the leg across the body to the left and back, across to the left and back, moving through that glute. And then release that leg. Pull that knee up in towards the armpit. Pull that knee over the body again, pushing that right hand away, reaching the right hand away, reaching the left foot down down away from your head. Breathing in, breathing out. Roll back onto your back, bring the knee in towards the armpit one more time. And then lengthen that leg away. Push those hands over the head, reach and stretch. Breathing in, bring that left leg in. Pull that left leg up towards the armpit. Push that right foot away, stretching, lengthening through that groin, breathing in. On the out breath, pull that left leg over the body, turn the eyes to the left ears to the floor, push that left hand away, follow the shoulder, push that left knee to the floor, follow it with the hip, breathing in, breathing out, stretch that hip away from the shoulder, stretch through those ribs, breathing in, breathing out, lengthen that left shoulder down and out. Roll onto the right hand side, put your head in on your underneath arm, take hold of this top leg, make sure the pubic bone, tummy button and breastbone are aligned. Pull that leg behind you. Pull that left leg behind. Now push that left foot into the left hand. Feel the stretch through the front of that leg, breathing in. Breathing out, feel that stretch, let that left shoulder relax. And then release. Pull that left leg behind further, pushing the foot and the hand behind. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring that left knee up in towards your armpit again. Push that right foot away, lengthen that head, rock the head to the left, rock it to the right. Rock it left, keep pushing the back of the head into the floor. Keep the eyes up to center. Take hold of the left foot, put the left elbow against the left knee and pull that left foot up and push the left knee away. Breathing in, pulling that left foot up, push that left knee away. I've got my left hand under the back of my foot and against my thigh. Rock that leg across the body and back, across the body and back. Pull the foot up, push the knee away. Now push the knee against that elbow. So if you're trying to pull the knee up towards the head, keeping hold of the position of the leg, pushing that knee against, breathing in, breathing out, release, pull the foot higher, push the knee further away. Drag the foot across the body and back, across the body and back, across the body and back. Lengthen those shoulders into the floor, lengthen the tailbone down, get that neutral spine, release this foot, let that leg hang straight, but pull the knee back in towards the armpits. Push the right foot away. Breathing in, pull that knee across the body one more time, push that left hand away, push that left knee to the floor, follow it with the hip, follow it with the shoulder. Stretch the shoulder away from the hip, pull that shoulder down, lengthen the neck, and then release, come back onto your back, bring your left knee in, bring your right knee in. Lift the tailbone up off the ground and release. Put those feet on the floor, roll the shoulders up to the ears into the floor, slide those hands on the ground down towards the heels. Flatten those ribs on the floor, top rib, middle rib, bottom rib. Focus that they're all down. Arch that lower back, flatten that lower back. Arch that lower back. Flatten it a bit, hands on the pelvis and check that that's in neutral. Find the middle position. Put those hands back on the floor, rolling the shoulders up to the ears, pull them down. Breathing in and on the out breath, flatten the back down, push through the heels, clench the bum, lift the tailbone up into the sky and reach those fingers down towards the heels. Lengthen that neck, Breathing in, and on the out breath, lower that body back down to the ground, one vertebra at a time. Arch the back at the bottom, breathing in, and on the out breath, flatten the back, push through the heels and lift again. Lifting up into the air, breathing in, breathing out, clenching with the bum, making sure those hips are square. Lowering that back all the way down to the ground. So we're mobilizing the spine. Make sure you keep your shoulders down, your neck still. Arch the back at the bottom, breathing in, and then flatten the back, push through the heels, clench the bum, push that pubic bone, lead with the pubic bone up into the sky. So this is important for planking and for the bridging. The pubic bone leads. So your pelvis is at a tilt and your tummy is engaged. So you've not got your tailbone down and your waistband up. It's the waistband is closer to the floor and the pubic bone's right up high in the sky. So you've got to push hard with those glutes. And then lower that back down to the floor. Breathing in on the out breath. Tilt the pelvis. So the pubic bone goes high, the lower back is flattened, the waistband is flattened. Drive that pubic bone up, keeping the angle of the pelvis the same. Up nice and tall on your shoulders. Push the right heel into the ground. Push the left heel into the ground. Push that right heel into the ground and just take that left foot off the floor there, pushing the right heel in harder and release. Push the left heel into the ground. Lift the right foot off the floor, push the left foot harder and release. Push the right heel in the ground, push it harder, lift that left foot off the floor and release. Stay on the right side, push that right heel in the ground, lift the pubic bone up, lift the left foot off the floor, my knees staying bent and down. Okay, the left side, push that left heel into the ground. Take the right foot off the ground, pushing harder with the left and release. And again on that left side, push hard with that left heel into the ground. Take the right foot up, push harder with the left and release. Feel your glutes engaged. Lower the back all the way down to the floor. Keep those shoulders on the ground. Arch the back at the bottom. Take the feet off the floor. Bring the knees into the chest and bring the nose to the knees, tailbone up. And open the back, releasing. Head down, bum down. Breathing in on the out breath, scrunch up. Take those hands all the way down, away from the legs. Breathing in. On the out breath, fingers to the sky, upper body unravels and opens. Lower body unravels and opens, toes on the floor, lengthen those legs away. Breathing in. On the out breath, fingers up to the sky, chin into the chest, roll yourself all the way up. Reach towards those feet. Moving that spine, reaching forward. Sitting up tall, arms horizontal. Lowering yourself all the way back down to flat, arms over the head. Reaching away, bring those fingers back down by your side, slide your hands under your bum, roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back, and push off the elbows, lift up into that fish pose. Push those toes away, breathing in. On the out breath, lift the breastbone up to the sky. Lengthen through the front of that body, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Open through that chest, lifting that breastbone up, breathing in, lengthen the legs, breathing out. Weights on the elbows, flaring those ribs, pushing up and then lowering down to the ground. Bring those knees into the body, bring the nose to the knees. Scrunching up, take those hands away so they're past the feet, pushing down straight but horizontal to the floor, breathing in. On the out breath, hands to the sky, head down to the ground, arms to the floor. Toes to the floor, keeping that neutral spine. The ribs are on the ground, lower back slightly lifted. Lengthen those legs away, pushing them on the ground. Pull the legs back into the bottom, arms back up into the sky, chin back up to the chest and nose to the knees. Unravel the arms and legs together this time. Arms open. Body goes to the ground, toes go to the ground. Keep that neutral spine, lengthen those legs away. Open those hip flexors, push the fingers away from the toes. Reaching those hands away from the feet, pushing Breathing in. On the out breath, bring those knees back in, bring those hands back over, bring the nose to the knees, reaching the nose up high. Breathing in on the out breath, unravel. Taking yourself down to neutral spine and then sliding the feet away. Your feet can stay just off the floor if you want, but you must open those hip flexors. Breathing in, wiggle the toes. Breathing out, fingers to the sky, turn into the chest, roll yourself all the way up, reach to those feet. Soft knees, pull yourself forward. Push those knees down. Breathing in, breathing out, sit yourself up strong, up tall. Hands horizontal, lower yourself down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands by the side. Breathing in, roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Bring that right leg up in the air for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs down. They'll bend both legs to in between 90 degrees and straight, and bring both legs down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap the floor back up. 5, 4. Lengthen the body. 3, 2, 1. Hold them here. Straighten those legs up. Bring the right leg down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap legs again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap legs again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the right leg down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the arms out like a scarecrow. Bend the knees in. Straighten the legs into the sky. Push those shoulders down to the waist. Get those ribs flat on the floor. Make that lower back slightly lifted. Lower those legs to the left. Hold them there. Push those arms away from each other. Bring those legs up to the sky. Take those legs over to the right. Push off that right arm and shoulder. Keep the shoulders down and back. Hold them there. Bring those legs all the way back up. Take them over to the left. Push. If this is too challenging, bend your knees a little bit. Bring those legs up to the sky. Breathing in. On the out breath, take those legs over to the right. And bring them back up to the sky. Take them all the way down over to the left. Hold them. Don't touch the floor. Just go as low as you can. And then bring them all the way back up. And over to the right. Breathing out as you lower. Hold them. Breathe in. And lift them back up. Bend your knees down. Bring those arms back down by your side. Lift your chin off the floor, your back off the floor, and arms horizontal. Yep, and then straighten that right leg out along the ground. Bend it back in. Straighten that left leg. Bend it back in. Straighten that right leg. Bend it back in. And the left leg. Bring it back in. Right leg. And bend it. Left leg. And bend it. Lower the body on the ground. Take the arms all the way over the head. Reach those fingers away. Bring those toes to the ground. Lengthen those legs away. Breathing in on the out breath. Hands to the sky. Chin into the chest. Roll yourself all the way back up. And reach towards those feet. Breathing in, stretch through that body. Breathing out, pull on those ankles. You should be able to get a little bit further as the session goes on. A little bit further all the time. Keep your knees a bit bent. Pull yourself down. Push those legs down into the floor. And then sitting yourself back up. Swing your legs around and come onto your tummy. We'll come onto all fours first. Knees are under the hips. Feet are level with the knees. Hands are under the shoulders. Middle fingers parallel. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Lengthen the head away from the tailbone. Breathing in. On the out breath, turn the tailbone down. Back up, eyes to the knees. Breathing out. Tailbone up to the sky, eyes up. Tummy to the floor. Lengthen through that neck. Lengthen through that chest. Pull that chin up. Stretch your neck. Lift that back up, take the tailbone down, bring the eyes down. Find that neutral position. Take the right ear to the right hip. Reaching round. Stretch that left neck, stretch that left side. Bring that left ear to the left hip. Stretch that right neck, stretch that right side. Back to center. Neutral spine, glide backwards and shut that hip joint down again. And open up again onto all fours. Glide backwards and shut that hip joint down. Keep that neutral spine. Come back up onto all fours. Pull the knees apart on the mat. Glide yourself backwards. Feel your glutes engaging and stretching. Now squeeze with your bum, pulling the knees apart and lift yourself back up. Lower yourself down, keeping the tension of the knees on the mat, pulling them apart from each other. And then lift your body back up using those glutes. Hover back a little bit, walk those hands towards the knees. And take those hands off the floor, push them away behind. Lengthen the body, feel your glutes. Push behind. So this is a riding position, Sarah, jumping, cantering, whatever. It's a cycle position. Shoulders back and down. Push those hands away. Bring those hands to the floor. Glide yourself back down onto your elbows and onto your tummy. So teaching those glutes to start stabilizing us. Forehead on the ground. Take your arms straight down by your legs, palms up. Tops of the feet on the ground. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Clench the bum. Push the pubic bone into the floor. Draw the tummy in. Lift the flesh off the ground so your muscle is off the ground. There might be some flesh still touching the ground. Forehead on the floor. The bottom ribs are on the floor. Round those shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky. Keep them there and lift those arms up. Lengthen the head away from those fingers. Push. Stretch that neck. Push those toes away, tightening the bum, tightening the thighs. Pulse those arms up for 5, 4, lengthen the neck, 3, 2, 1, hold them here. Breathing in on the out breath, pulsing up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold them here. Lift the left leg up for 5, 4, lengthen the neck, 3, 2, 1, lift the right leg up, lengthen the neck, push the hands away from the head for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, push the hands away from the top of the head, lift both legs up for 5, 4, tummy up, 3, 2, 1, hold yourself here, push those hands down towards the feet, lengthen that neck, draw that core in, clench that pubic bone. Lift those arms up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold those hands behind the back together. Push those hands away. Lift those hands up higher, keeping the chest up. Keep that tummy engaged. Pull those shoulders down, lengthen that neck. Push the toes away. Make sure the knees and feet are off the ground. Breathing in. Breathing out, push those hands away from the head. Rest the hands on the bottom. let go of, separate them, and then reaching the hands down towards the feet, bring them wide around the outside of the body, all the way up to in front of you, above your head. Hold your hands together and push them away, draw in that core. Make sure the knees and feet are off the floor, bring those hands all the way around again, pushing them down towards the feet, lengthen that neck, take hold of them behind your back, push them away. Breathing in, breathing out, and lengthen that neck. Relax the body down onto the ground, bend up those elbows. Bring the elbows into the side. Fingertips and palms are on the floor. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, pull them down. Lengthen the head. Lifting the upper body up, lengthening the head away. Clenching with my bum so my knees and feet are off the ground. Tummy's elevated, lifting, and then helping with the arms to lift a bit higher onto those bottom ribs. Breathing in, breathing out. Hold yourself here. Take those hands off the floor without pushing the belly into the ground. Lift those arms wide. Bring those arms back down by the side. Lengthen the head and neck. Correct the posture when your arms are on the floor. Breathing in. On the out breath, slide those arms out wide to the side. Keep that core engaged. Clench with the bum. You shouldn't feel it in your lower back. Bring those arms back to the ground. Lengthen the body again, clenching the bum, knees and feet are off the ground. Belly's lifted. Slide those hands out. Bring the arms up high. And then put them back on the floor and lower the body down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Rest the forehead on the ground. Lengthen that head and neck. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, up to the sky, pull them down. And then bring those arms all the way up high. Hands are above the elbows. Clench the bum, pubic bone in the floor. Draw in the tummy, lift that core. Pulse those arms up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold them there. Push those feet away, knees and feet are off the ground. Pulse the arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold them here. Lift both legs for 5, 4. No movement of the tummy. 3, 2. No movement of the pelvis. 1. Hold them high. Lift those arms up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower everything back down to the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out. Roll yourself over onto your left-hand side. Straighten your left leg. Lift your right leg up and slide your right foot under your left leg. Put both hands on top of each other. Rest the head on the floor over that left shoulder. Breathing in. On the out breath, bring that right hand all the way up into the sky. All the way behind you and roll over onto your back. Sorry, you're trying to get both shoulders on the floor, but trying to keep that right knee on the floor. So my right knee is lifted up. Eyes following those hands, and then bring those hands all the way back together. Try to keep this right leg on the ground. Breathing in on the out breath. Right hand all the way over to the ground. Follow it with the eyes. Stretching, reaching. Trying to get that right shoulder down to the ground. Trying to turn those eyes round to the right. Trying to keep this right knee on the floor. Stretching through that shoulder. Reaching those hands away. Breathing in. Breathing out. Push the hands away from each other and then bring those hands back together. Breathing in on the out breath. Open one more time. Arm all the way over. Reaching, pushing those fingertips away from each other. Turning the eyes towards that right hand, pushing that right hip away from the right shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out, bring those hands back together. Let go, untangle your legs, roll onto your back. Roll yourself over onto that right hand side. Put the right leg straight, bring that left leg over the top. Put the left foot underneath, put both hands away on the floor, breathing in, breathing out, bring that top arm all the way over and reach. Looking past the body, reaching, stretching, breathing in, Breathing out. Bring those hands back together. Breathing in. On the out breath, bring that hand all the way over. Push those hands away. Pushing that left shoulder onto the floor. Left knee stays down, really reaching. And then bring those hands back together. And then one more, breathing in. On the out breath, bring that arm all the way over. Pushing those shoulders onto the ground. Keeping that knee flat. Reaching those hands away from each other. And then release those arms, release those legs, roll back onto your back. Breathing in. On the out breath, hands over the head. Stretch the feet away from the fingers. Breathing out, bring those hands to the sky, chin into the chest, roll yourself all the way up and reach towards those feet. Soften the knees, because we've done some back bending, so soften the knees and let that lower back relax. Pull yourself forward and then push those knees down into the floor. Breathing in on the out breath. Sit yourself up to tall. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Put the fingers on the floor, elbows are bent, lean backwards onto your arms. Bring those elbows together, push that chest up. Breathing in, breathing out. Straighten those arms. Lift that breastbone up high. Pull those knees into the floor, pull the toes to your nose. Breathing in on the out breath. Clench and lift that bum up off the floor. Clench and lift, lifting the breastbone up high too, and then lower that bum back down to the ground. Push off the fingers and roll back down towards those feet. Breathing in. Sit yourself up to vertical. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Pop the fingers on the ground, leaning back onto those hands, opening that chest, pull those elbows together, pull the toes to your nose, pull those knees into the ground. Clench with the bum, squeeze and lift. Push up off those, push that chest high. So we're opening the armpits, clenching the bum, lifting the pubic bone up. And then lower down to the ground. Push off those fingers and roll forwards towards your feet. So in the lifts, we're taking the pubic bone higher than the tummy button. We're not lifting at the tummy button area. Release, sit yourself tall. One more of them. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Put the fingers on the floor, lean back onto the hands. Elbows are soft. Pull the elbows together. Push that chest forward. Straighten those arms. Lift that chest up high. Tighten the thighs. Push the heels into the floor. Breathe in. On the out breath, lead with your pubic bone. Push that up into the sky. Clench the bum. Push the heels down. Clench the bum. Push the heels down. Lift the chest up, lengthen the head away from the heels, and then lower back onto the ground. Push off your fingers, roll forwards onto your front bottom, slide your hands down towards your feet, pop one hand either side of those feet, soften the knees, pull yourself forward, and then let that head hang and push those knees down. Breathing in. On the out breath, sit yourself up vertically, put the left hand on the right knee, right hand behind, and turn. And then come the other way, right hand on left knee, left hand behind and turn the other way. Come back to center, hands on the thighs, rolling those shoulders up to the ears, around and back. Roll those shoulders all the way up to the ears, around and back. Keep rolling those arms, let the hands follow. Sweep the floor, big rolls with those arms all the way down. All the way up to the sky, all the way around and down. Up to the sky, leave them there. Push those fingers up, lift that chest up, push those knees down into the floor. Sit up on that middle bottom, breathing in. On the out breath, let go of those hands, let go of those arms, let them dust the floor, rest on your legs and roll your shoulders.